Hi everyone and good day to my lecturer, Dr. Ahmad Shahiman. My name is Lofiki. Me and my teammate Tan Chosen and Pan Zilong from Group 6 with the group name Smooth Like Butter will present how we complete for the lab sheet 2. Our presentation is divided into 3 parts and I will introduce the direct online DOL motor starter. It is the simplest form of induction motor starter in which it is commonly used to start small motors. I will draw the diagram of the control circuit for the DOL motor starter using the software EKTS and explain it with the simulation. So let's move on to the software. Hey yo, so here we are, the main panel of the software EKTS. I will draw this control circuit of the direct online DOL motor starter with this component, which is 2 of the 3 poles, a single state switch in which one of it will act as a MCB, a 3-phase supply, a 3-phase induction motor, a normally open triple contact MC1, start and stop button, a contractile MC1, 3 lamps which are red and yellow green color respectively, a neutral supply, a normally closed contact, and a normally open contact, and the limit switch. And now I will connect them to form the control circuit of the DOL motor starter. Here we go. So the connection of DOL motor starter is as below. In the process of a connection, you have to make sure each of the name of the components is correctly typed. And the connections of the circuit of the left side is the power circuit that consisted of 3-phase motor, while the right side is the control circuit that we want to study on. As we run the simulations and click the single pole here, and the motor of the DOL circuit is not running since the magnetic conductor MC1 is not energized. So the indicator of the stop light, which is a red color lamp, is on, whereas the trip and the run light, which is the yellow and green lamp, is off. When the start button of the circuit is pressed, the MC1 is energized, and all of the contacts will change over to normally closed contacts. The green right, which is the run indicator, is then on, and then the red light will turn off as the normally closed contact of MC1 at the stop indicator is open. In the power circuit, the contacts of the MC1 are closed and the current is allowed to enter the motor and run in the forward directions. And in the situations of a current leakage or the high power input, the trip would be needed. The trip would be needed for the protections of the three-phase motor. Therefore, the trip buttons will be triggered and the motor will be stopped. And in another case, when the start button is on and we want to stop the motor by pressing the stop button, you can just press the stop button and the motor will be stopped too. That's all from my presentation. Thank you. Thank you, that's all from me, and I will pass to my member Tan Chow-Zhen for explanation on the control circuit for a forward-reverse motor starter.
My name is Tan Chow-Zhen. Now I will continue the presentation. Let's move on to control circuit of forward-reverse motor starter simulation. Now I would like to list out all the components needed in this simulation. So the first one is the 1 3-phase supply, 2 neutral poles, 1 3-phase induction motor, 2 3-pole double-step switches, 2 normally triple contacts, 3 contactors, 4 lamps, 3 start push button, 1 stop push button, 6 normally closed contacts, and 2 normally open contacts. Let's start connect all components. Finally, I already done all the conditions, so I will start the simulation in all the conditions. So this is the circuit after I rearranged it in the proper way. So first of all, I will start the simulation. I will make sure all the circuit breaker connected with the power circuit and the control circuit. Then we both are connected, so the indicator on the red line stop will light up. This because it is in the initial condition and motor not running at all. And if we push the forward push button, so the green line will light up, then the motor will rotate in the forward direction, which is clockwise direction. Now we stop it and it will return back into the initial condition. So now we press the reverse push button and the motor will continue rotate and the indicator green light also light up again. And the motor rotates in the anti-clockwise direction as well. And then let us see what happens if we press the trip button. And now we try to push the stop button and it will go back into ignition. And now we press the push button on the forward condition and then we trip it, and it will stop the circuit connection immediately, and the motor also will stop the rotating. Then all the circuit also will stop the working, and then we press the trip button again and it will go back to the initial condition again. So that's all for me. Thank you. I will pass to my next teammate to continue our presentation.
Salam sejahtera and good day, doctor. I'm Panzilong, and now I'm here to discuss about the difference between the DOL circuit and also the FR motor circuit, and the industrial application of the DOL and FR motor. And next, I will make the conclusion for the lab sheet 2. So the difference between the DOL circuit and FR motor circuit can be defined in terms of their power circuit and control circuit component quantity, their wiring, and also their operation. For the DOL, there are only one normally open triple circuit, but for forward reverse motor starter, there are two normally open triple contact in the power circuit component. For the DOL, in the control circuit component, there are one start button, one conductor, two green lamps, one normally closed and open contact. While for the FR motor starter, there are two start button, two conductor, one green lamp, one red lamp, two normally closed and open contact. While for the wiring, for the direct online, there are only push button stop and push button start connected to run and stop to control the motor. While for the forward reverse motor starter, there are push button start forward, push button start reverse, push button stop connected to forward run, reverse run, and stop to control the motor. For the operation for the DOL, the induction motor is connected directly across the three-phase supply, and the DOL applies the full line voltage to the motor terminals. While for the FR motor starter, they are interchanging any two of the three-phase power input that will lead to the stator windings reverse direction of rotation. Next, I will discuss about the industrial application of DOL and also the FR motor starter. For the direct online motor starter, normally the industrial application is on the low rating motor below 5 HP, as the high starting current of the DOL will not damage the motor windings. Example like the small water pumps, conveyor belts, fans, and compressor using DOL starter. While for the forward reverse motor starter, they are used to control the flow of electrical power. It is also used to ensure the safely start and stop and provide overload protection for high power rating motor. Examples are the elevators and the cranes, as the rotation of the motor in both forward and reverse direction is needed, so forward reverse motor starter is applied. So as a conclusion, we learn the operations, basic function, and characteristic of DOL and forward reverse motor starters while doing this lab sheet. We also figure out that the overload relays act as a reset and reactivate the circuit when turned on. While we also know how to differentiate the wiring and quantity of both motor starters of the power circuit and also the control circuit. And that's all for us. Thank you for listening.